Hello, Morgan from Mirror Edge Networks here. You join me in Camps Bay in a Dolby Atmos home cinema that we built back in 2017. This is an absolute celebration of no holds barred, best of the best equipment to deliver an ultimate home cinema result. Our client had various discussions with us regarding the room concept, the actual performance criteria to achieve a fully fledged Dolby Atmos cinema, the ultimate viewing experience with regards to projection systems, and overall the most comfortable way to be able to watch movies in this home cinema. I hope you enjoy this detailed overview of this Dolby Atmos home cinema. To start with, front and center of this home cinema is a DT Screens Frontier projection screen. This is an acoustically transparent 2.7 meter wide projection screen that allows our client to be able to watch full 4K HDR content without any compromise in the cinema room. The projection screen has a Barco Balder 4K HDR projector projecting onto it, which gives us a calibrated light output that is able to produce realistic, lifelike 4K HDR content. This is the ultimate projection-based screen for this type of home cinema room. The cinema room is completely light controlled, so we don't have to consider things like ambient light rejecting screens or any other type of fabric technology. A pure white projection screen is the correct solution that we chose in this cinema room. The speakers that we're using in this home cinema room are Wisdom Audio. Behind the projection screen, we have Wisdom Audio L8i speakers. These are installed into their own custom manufactured back boxes, and those are installed into what we call a baffle wall construction. This has acoustic treatment across it behind this projection screen so that there's no muddiness and reflection back from the speakers that are going to color the sound for the cinema room. The Wisdom Audio speakers are quite large and they fit center, left and right behind the projection screen. The reason for using the L8i speakers is that they have a nice broad band of sound that moves from the front of the room to the back of the room, and it's consistent across the width of the room as well. That means that if you're in the front row, in the center seat, or the back row on the seat off to the side, you're getting the same equal amount of sound from the speakers at the front of the room. In this room, we were able to implement front wide speakers, which are located on these side walls. This gives us a great blend as the audio moves from the front speakers through to the surround speakers. We had these enclosures custom wrapped with leather to match other elements in the house by the same leathersmith that was working on the project. He assisted us with coming and being involved with this part of the project. The surround sound speakers are located just behind the primary listening position, as is according to the Dolby Atmos surround sound speaker configuration. As with the front wide speakers, we have installed the surround back speakers into angled back boxes, and these are mounted up at the back of the room. We have installed 4 overhead Dolby Atmos speakers into this bulkhead that we've constructed, angled down to the seating position in this room. Installed into the front baffle wall construction, we have a Wisdom Audio S90i installation subwoofer. This is ported at the bottom front of the room, and at the back of the room we also have a baffle wall construction where the subwoofer is ported at the top of the room. These ports enable the bass to exit the subwoofer at the optimal location for the 2 subwoofers in this room, providing high quality, deep, accurate bass for all the seats within the room. We have exclusively used Wisdom Audio speakers in this room. The Wisdom Audio speakers are incredibly accurate. They have a high performance. They're able to play incredibly loudly for the dynamics of any movie that we're going to be watching. The subwoofers that they have integrate beautifully with their speakers and have strong, deep, visceral bass. For that reason, the speaker configuration in this room is the Wisdom Audio L8i's as our left, center, right speakers. We've used P2i's as our front wide surrounds and surround back speakers, the IC7A's as our 4 Dolby Atmos speakers, the overhead speakers, and we're using 2 of the S90i in-wall subwoofers as our subwoofers, which are placed at the front of the room and the back of the room. In this home cinema, we have built a construction at the back of the room where the amplifiers and processing equipment is located, and above that we have the Barco Balder projector. The Barco Balder projector is an incredible home cinema projector which provides enough light to be able to illuminate this large projection screen in this room. The Barco Balder projector has 4K HDR video playback capabilities, which enables our client to be able to watch everything from Ultra HD DSTV, 4K Apple TV. He can use his PlayStation 5 in this room and any other devices that he'd like to bring in here to watch content. For us, the Barco projectors are a celebration in home cinema performance, and it's a great opportunity that we were able to use the Barco projector in this home cinema room. This is the equipment rack for this home cinema. I'm going to give a brief overview of the different parts of the equipment in here and the purpose that they have for us to achieve success with this installation. Starting at the top, we've got a Furman Elite 16 power surge protector. This has power factor correction, which fills in any additional power requirements when there's bass. The subwoofer amplifier might draw additional current, and the power factor correction in this fills in any additional power requirement for that. Next, we've got an Oppo 203 Blu-ray player for any DVDs or Blu-ray discs that our client would like to watch. We've got a shelf that has the storage from the Oppo as well as an Apple TV. This amplifier is the Wisdom Audio SA2 subwoofer amplifier, providing 2 channels of amplification at 500 watts per channel, which power the 2 subwoofers in this room. Beyond that, we've got a second Furman power surge protector. These are splitting the power for all the different requirements in the room, being the projector, the amplifiers, processors, etc. Beneath that, we've got an absolute celebration of a surround sound processor, the Trinnov Altitude 3216. This is a well-known surround sound processor where the best technologies are available for speaker remapping, surround sound optimization, level matching, bass optimization, etc. The ultimate surround sound processor that's available. And beneath that, we've got 2 of the absolutely incredible Trinnov Amplitude 8 amplifiers. These are 8 channels of amplification per amplifier at 500 watts into 4 ohms, providing enough power for all of the Wisdom Audio speakers in this room. On top of this equipment rack, we've got a PlayStation 4, which our client brought into the room recently, and we connected up for him to be able to play PlayStation in this room. We've been incredibly fortunate that we were able to work with Trinnov on this home cinema project. This is the Trinnov microphone that is used for calibration of the cinema. The microphone enables us to be able to measure accurately to within 1 centimeter the distance, the azimuth, the elevation of every single speaker. It also enables us to be able to map the exact response of the speaker within the room and make sure that our crossovers for any bass response is managed correctly. This is a really great piece of engineering equipment, and we're very fortunate that we've been able to work with a brand like Trinnov to deliver the ultimate home cinema solution here. The project timeline on this home cinema was very short. I met our client in June. By mid-July, we had proposed a costing and an overview for the design concept, and by the end of July, we were appointed to start this project. To go through this entire process of conceptual design and delivering an end result, I enlisted the assistance of my colleague Christiaan Beukes of Sphere Custom Design. This room was initially intended for a different purpose, but I had suggested to our client that this could be an amazing home cinema. Through working with Christiaan and thinking about the different aspects of this room, we were able to deliver this amazing end result. There's a lot of design details which I'd like to highlight, which were carefully thought out and implemented in this room. To start with, of course, we have the front baffle wall construction where our speakers are installed perfectly. Then beyond that, we have this dark black fabric which eliminates any reflected light off of the side walls that could impact your viewing experience in the front row. We've then got these beautifully angled wall sections which have LED lighting integrated into them, which took certain design cues from our client's favorite car brand. Moving back, we've got another textured fabric, but as you'll notice, the fabric textures change and grade from the front of the room to the back of the room to lighten up the mood of the room slightly, because we don't just want a simply black hole when sitting and watching a movie. Of course, other details like the bulkhead construction were drawn up so that we could integrate the overhead Dolby Atmos speakers, and the slatted ceiling with LED details included from Acoustic Solutions was brought in to create another layer to this room, creating an interesting design instead of just being a flat black box. Moving back into the room, we built up a riser that the back row of seats could be placed on. This allowed us the location to be able to bring power through for the front seats should we ever need to put plugs for charging phones, etc. We've also brought in the back wall construction. By doing this, we've created a location for the amplifiers and projector to be placed within the room, while allowing us the correct location for our subwoofer and also a bit of storage behind this curtain. If we had left the room the complete length, it would have felt like a bit of a bowling alley. But by especially considering these sorts of details, Christiaan was able to make this room feel comfortable and optimally the right size for what we were trying to achieve. We chose a Rayco lighting design solution which allowed us to be able to dim the LED downlights and LED strip lights on the walls, and as an integrated solution with a Crestron handheld remote control. For ease of use, we implemented a single handheld remote control from Crestron. This remote control can switch on the room, can change the lights, it can be used to control the DSTV decoders, Apple TVs, volume control for the surround sound processor, etc. It takes away the need for multiple remote controls to be able to operate this room, and it simplifies it down to a single handheld remote control. To complete the look of this home cinema, these Flexform sofas were picked out as the seating choice. These are incredibly comfortable and provide the perfect seating for this home cinema. I hope that you've enjoyed this video overview of what it took to deliver this home cinema. As mentioned, our timeline roughly was meeting our client in June, having a design discussion and agreeing on the outcomes, the performance objectives and the final design in around about July, and we started the construction of this room build in August. By the 1st of September we handed over a fully functional home cinema, and our client has enjoyed it for many years since we designed and built this home cinema. A special thank you must be given to our client for trusting us with this process and knowing that we could deliver this end result. Also allowing us to come back and film so we could share this home cinema with everybody else. As always, I enjoy creating these videos about our projects and about other home cinemas that I've been fortunate to tour over the years. If you'd like to have a cinema like this built, please feel free to get in contact. It's something that my team and I would be happy to design, conceptualize and build for you.